Take your seats, please. Sign in. I'm running solo today, so I need to track attendance. So make sure you sign in on the pad in the front. Your name and what time you got here. Hey, how are you? How are you doing? Great. I am solo today, so please sign in for attendance. If you do not sign in, I will not be able to mark you as present.
No, I'm the community.
All right, take your seats. Buenos dias.
Yes.
Welcome to BNI Decatur, where it is
Here.
Disclaimer, we are video recording this meeting for TikTok and all of our billions and trillions of followers.
Yes.
All right, please silence your cell phone. Let's be courteous to our members and guests. We are on the gram. Please follow us, BNI_Decatur. Follow us, that way I can tag you if we have some sort of picture of you. And a special welcome to our guests and visitors who are visiting us for the first time or subbing for someone today. Your leadership team is just myself. As the president, Ruben Rodriguez. Alex Merritt is our secretary-treasurer, and Justin Reeves is our, Alex is our vice president, and Justin is our secretary-treasurer. The membership committee is Stuart Jones, Tom Working, and Aaron Schumann. The education coordinator, Senor Stephen Bentley, and the mental coordinator, Senorita Misty Palmer. You are greeted by our lovely visitor hosts of Sade Albino, Jordan Laurie, and Arvin Clark. Our mission here at BNI is to help members increase their business through a structured, positive, and professional referral marketing program that enables us to develop long-term, meaningful relationships with quality business professionals. So our chapters passed almost $1 million in the past 12 months, but our fiscal period starts in October, so we'll talk more about how much we've done since then. I think it's the last 14 weeks. Members see an increase of 20% of their business when they join. So our core values is givers gain, building relationships, lifelong learning, traditions and innovations, positive attitude, accountability and recognition. And typically we have the featured presenter to stand up and to tell us what resonates with them. But today we are doing one-on-ones. So I'm going to pick someone. And the person I'm going to pick is someone that hasn't been here in 3 weeks.
Fantastic. I knew that was coming.
Senor Artwood with the Artwood Mortgage.
So I had subs all 3 weeks. I was out of town 2 of them and closing 1, so it wasn't like I was just bailing on you, but I missed you terribly. Mine is always, and y'all probably get tired of me hearing it, is giver's gain. You know when you're a kid and you get all these presents, like birthday and Christmas, and it just feels so good, and you don't really understand what they say it's better to give than receive until you have your own kids. And you realize that, no, really watching those people bring joy for what you thought of them and gave to them. It's the same in business. When you get a referral, we all know how that makes us feel. You're like, oh my God, somebody trusts me enough to deal with their parent, to deal with their client or their friend or their family. So I love the idea that I have that capacity to make you all feel that way as well. So I love Go Team.
Excellent, thank you. Always brings great energy and great insight to this group. All right, just a little quick note of networking leaders and notables for last month. We had Jordan Laurie just crushing it, JD, Madison, Alex, and Marty with a 3-way tie. We will have more of this next month. Then our new application and members. So we actually did approve Fanta Darbo with the Reach Angels Agency, which is in home care, and she might be running a little bit late, but we are going to induct her today, but she's not here, so we'll put a pin in that. All right, I'm going to pass around the business card binder. So members, this is guests. This is where you can pull out your business card of a member that you would like to maybe connect with. But we also have the chapter roster. So visitors and guests, that is, you can pass your business cards to your right, but they do not go in the binder. This is just for the members. All right, now it's our time for our network education moment with Senor Stephen Bentley.
Good morning, BNI. I was just recently in Charleston for Memorial Day. I hope you all had a great Memorial Day weekend. And I was fishing, and every time I go fishing nowadays, I'm like, just think about business or think about how it's like the same thing as sales. And there's so many elements of it that you have to fish in the right spots. You need to have the right bait. You need to maybe adapt to conditions, and then patience. But the one thing I started thinking about is, everybody know what a cast net is? Like where you like cast out and catch a bunch of stuff. Some of us are lucky enough to like have a cast net approach where we be like, I can catch a lot of different like services that I offer and throw out that wide net. Some of us are super specialized. We're like, I only have this really specific lure that I want to catch this exact type of fish. Where I bring it back with BNI is we become each other's cast nets of that very specific thing with our asks, where we say, hey, I'm looking for this, and I want you to look for that for me, to help me. So I kept thinking of that analogy, like that a cast net and then the specific lure is how BNI can benefit you. So definitely focus on having your specific thing that you're looking for and your value proposition for that, and then try to spread that as much as you possibly can. I'm Stephen Bentley. I'm your education coordinator. Let's get better every week.
All right, and Señorita Fanta, you are here. So,
Awesome.
You are here.
would you stand up and come up to the front, please? We are going to induct you, and I would like the members to please stand up. All right. So the way this works is I'm going to recite the Code of Ethics, and you will say, I will, and then the group will answer and say, and you will too.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll bring the goats to vote and stuff like that. All right. I will provide quality of services at the prices that I have quoted.
I will provide
No,
quality.
just
I
I will.
will.
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
I
just
will.
I will. Take it easy.
Next time I will, okay.
And we will too.
I will be truthful with the members and the referrals.
I will.
And we will too.
I will build goodwill and trust among members and the referrals.
I will.
And we will too.
I will take responsibility for following up on the referrals I receive.
I will.
And we will too.
I will display a positive and supportive attitude with BNI members.
I will.
And we will too.
I will live up to the ethical standards of my profession.
I will.
And we will too.
All right. Stay right there.
Say we're a team.
Can you just take a picture real quick? Take this smudge off. All righty. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Our Ivan Award for Best Presentation last week was the J.D. Kellum, and I don't know if he's here or he does not have a sub. So I am going to pick out of the hat. Richard, would you be so kind as to listen in to the group for the Ivan Award?
Of course.
Excellent.
That would be fun.
Thank you so much. So the Ivan Award is presented to the person who has the best 60-second presentation. So Senor Richard will listen in, and speaking about these 60 seconds, we want members to educate us on what is a good referral for them or what they're looking for this week. We want everyone to be loud and memorable and be specific on what you're looking for. Visitors and guests will have an opportunity to stand up and let us know who you are, what you do, and what is a good referral. If your industry overlaps with an industry of the member, we just ask that you tell us what is your favorite bird. Okay, favorite bird.
Bird.
Yeah.
Favorite bird.
All right. Make sure don't take notes. Make sure don't forget to take notes of today's presentations. This is in random order. You have 60 seconds. Once you hear the little ding, that just means you can finish up, wrap it up, just say your name and your company name and wrap it up. So, Jake, you are up first.
Oh, let's go. I don't think I've ever been first. This is great. Good morning, everyone. I'm John Jake. I'm with Athletes Potential. We are a performance-based physical therapy practice. At our practice, essentially what we do is every appointment is an hour long. And all of our providers are former collegiate athletes, strength coach, athletic trainers, because what we essentially do is we biomechanically see what your body has access to, right? Range of motion, strength, deficiency side to side. And then we will functionally see how your body uses those biomechanics, right? So if you're a runner, you have limited hip rotation, we want to see how that impacts your running, or it doesn't. Because if it doesn't, that means you've made changes up the string, or up the chain, and we need to see where those are. And then what we do is use our performance background to tie that all together to create a nice plan for you. So, I gotta reach for that bell. The minutes are longer when you go first. So, if you get tired of having just a run-of-the-mill type of like PT treatment plan, we create a nice customized treatment plan based on active individuals. And so if you have a body, you're an active.
Good morning, BNI Decatur. I'm Stephen Bentley. I'm the digital marketing chair for the group. Did you guys hear about the one-armed fisherman? He caught one this big. So fishing, have that on my mind. If you are spending money or you know somebody on like your digital marketing and you don't know what you're getting out of it, Thrive has a product called Thrive Leads. It's like an AI ad lead generation program that puts you in a variety of sources to kind of cast that wide net, but then also can be very specific as to like what category or keyword you're looking for. And then we could also like negative block out things that are nuisance for you. Like a typical thing is any service that you have and then the word job attached to it. It's like you don't want that as a job seeker. That's not a lead for you. So you can block that out in terms of what you're bidding on. So love to chat with people that know anybody, especially like home renovation contractors here in Decatur. Stephen Bentley with Drive, your business.
Smarter.
Buenos dias.
Yes.
So last week I talked about our purpose here in life, okay? What is it that we're doing here? Why are we here, right? We talked about money, talked about love, talked about power. But today I'm going to talk about specifically how, right? So how I can help you. So I am the group's commercial real estate broker. And the way that I can help you is if you're looking for a space, or if you need to rent a space, or if you want to maximize your assets, I can help you. I have the resources to assist you every step of the way. So a perfect referral for me is if you or someone you know is looking to expand their operations, relocate to a new location, or invest in income-generating properties. That's what I can do for you. So this message has been brought to you by Don Julio Reposado Tequila. What time is it?
Tequila time.
Good morning, BNI. David Woods with Squeegee Squad. We are your chapter's window cleaners. It's raining. Guess what? That doesn't mean your windows are clean. They're still dirty. That's why you need me. Give us a call. We will come out. We will take care of the inside. We'll take care of the outside. We will do a whole bunch of different things to beautify your home. David Woods with Squeegee Squad, your neighborhood window cleaners.
All right, Senor Alex, I think is in court. Senorita, take it away.
All right. Good morning, BNI.
Good morning.
I'm Sade with Touch Therapy Co. I hold the massage therapy seat in the chapter. And one of the things that I'm really proud about is my 5-star review on Google. So if you have seen me, which I know many of you have, you or your spouses, please have them go and leave me a 5-star review, not a 4-star. Make sure it stays at 5. Make sure it stays at 5. But one also little known fact is that I also offer referral bonuses. So if you or someone that you know has seen me and they refer someone else, just have them mention their name. I will reach out to you to get your email address and send you that referral credit to your next massage session. I'm Sade with Touch Therapy Co. Learn to touch and be touched.
Like never before. All right, Senor Aaron is not going to be able to make it. Senor Ivan.
Good morning, BNI Decatur. My name is Ivan Ramon. I'm with Horizon Windows and Doors. We specialize in the sale and replacement of windows and doors for your home or office. It's a little sad day for me, guys. This is my last day in BNI. I had to find a job because the business is slow. The Trump economy hit us really hard, and there's not much going in, and so I had to supplement my income with a job, and so I'm starting a job on Monday, so I won't be able to come anymore.
Congrats on the job.
Yeah, thank you. I'll miss you later.
Here has a sub. All right.
Good morning, sales team.
Good morning.
So I'm still trying to figure out what to talk about. There's not much happening in the last 3 weeks. Rates have kind of been staying where they are. But what I'm thrilled about is, as I've told you, when I moved to Illuminate, we do a lot of stuff in-house. And I've now done a bank statement, first mortgage. I've done a bank statement, second mortgage, all in-house. And These things, you can't get them done in a lot of places. So it was really important to me that I was being able, in fact, in the past, I would have to send them out to another somebody else where I'd lose control over it, have to go learn all their processes again, and it would take forever. So I've been able to turn some yeses or some nos into yeses that didn't have great tax returns, didn't have W-2s or whatever, just by doing it all in-house and keeping the same smooth, happy process. So if you know anybody looking to take cash out, to buy an investment property, to buy their first home, or moving up or moving on is what that page says, I'll turn their mortgage into a work of art.
Okay, Señorita Fanta, you ready?
I am. So I'm still trying to get the whole spiel on how you guys do things. But anyway, as you all know, I'm Fanta Dargo with Reach Angels Agency. I'm the administrator of the agency. And if you know any seniors or anyone that's disabled that just needs some assistance at home or needs transportation to and from the doctor's appointment or just any type of help like housekeeping, we do it all. Just feel free to give me a call.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Good morning, BNI. Arthur Clark, RPM Majestic. Coming today because I normally talk about my typical client, which are accidental landlords. Somebody got married or they inherited from a parent. One of the other big ones that I don't touch on as much, but as you guys, are busy professionals who may have a property that they're moving into something else, or they're moving out or moving in with a boyfriend or girlfriend, and you don't want to deal with tenants. You don't want to deal with maintenance. I'm your property management professional. I do it all. And this week I have worked on a tagline. We're going to go with, let's see how it goes here. You guys let me know. Majestic care, real return.
Real returns, as they said.
Yeah. All right. Majestic care, real return.
Perfect.
Let them not be a big cushion for the budget.
Morning, BNI. Ben Rosenthal with Gatsby Glass. Today I just kind of wanted to talk about some of the custom designs and projects that we're working on. We're currently looking at and building a big, beautiful bronze custom steam shower. We're doing a big wraparound railing for an entire patio. We've got a couple restaurants that we're doing some storefront windows on, a couple smart glass grids that we're doing for interior bulkhead sky rises. A lot of money down there. It's a big ticket item. So yeah, we can pretty much do any kind of design and custom build. And like I always say, as long as it's not on the car, we can do glass. Same thing, I'm gonna go with a new tagline, Gatsby Glass, raise a glass. That's gonna be it. It'll be a lot easier on me.
Hey, good morning. My name is Hunter Gurney with Gurney Benefits. I help business owners reduce their costs, free up cash flow without having to sacrifice the benefits to offer their employees. I do health, dental, vision, life, disability, every group benefit. One of the ways I help business owners save money is by taking the profitability that's typically built in the premiums that stay with United, Cigna, Kaiser, just keep those profits in-house. It's kind of a complicated process, but it's one way to kind of stick it to the health insurance industry while profiting from it. So if you know anyone who wants to save some money on the group benefits, then know you got a guy. Thanks.
Everybody, Jordan Ari with Pretty Much State Farm, specializing in life and disability income insurance. I spent a lot of time talking about how life insurance can benefit your family if something should happen to you pass away. I probably don't spend enough time talking about what we call the living benefits of life insurance, right? So I'll touch on one of those today. If you have permanent life insurance, we've talked about this before, but you're accumulating tax-deferred growth on a cash value in your account, right? And one of the things that you can do with that at various points in time in your life, maybe you're sending a child to college, or you're expanding or starting a new business, you can loan yourself money from that cash value, right? As a non-credit check, doesn't affect anything else, any other debt that you have, and it's typically a lower interest rate than you might get elsewhere, and you continue to earn interest on the full cash value. So if you have $100,000 in cash value, you loan yourself $50,000, okay, you're paying some interest on that, but you're still earning interest on $100,000. We all gotta go sometime, but hey, that's like
Right.
Excellent. Señorita Misty, is she here?
Morning, sales team. Michael McClellan at Decatur Neighbors Living Living. One of the things I like that Stephen says is his clothes is your business smarter. That's something that I really try to emphasize with the folks that I work with is how I help you work smarter, not harder. With Decatur Neighbors Living Living, we help connect communities with local businesses in the community, connecting homeowners to homeowners, really helping them find services that they're looking for. Constantly looking for those home service pros to help make these communities better. Interior design, flooring, and cleaning service or businesses I'm looking for currently. So Mike McClellan, Decatur Neighbors, Living Living, making you the face of the community.
All right, so you have Justin's job site. Senorita.
Good morning, I'm Erin Peterson, and I help people and businesses connect through the power of storytelling. At Scout Stories, we specialize in making cinematic videos and teaching speakers how to deliver messages that stick. Want to start making more sales? You need to focus on the villain of your story. Every great story has one. I'm not talking about Darth Vader, but when we're selling to a potential customer, you need to identify the villain. Maybe that's stress, unexpected expenses, cost overruns, no-shows, dirt. Every good story has a villain, and if you can show how you can solve that problem, you're more likely to make sales. Storytelling expert Donald Miller says attention is the heartbeat of connection. So here's how you create that. First, explain your customer's pain. Make it central to the story you're selling. Then, show how you can solve it. This week, I'm looking for introductions to business owners who want to stop selling and start connecting.
Good morning, Decatur.
Morning.
Morning.
I am Mike Augie with Pure Maintenance, your Pure Indoor Air Specialist. I love it. You got to help people at home. So I'm just going to read this. This week, I'd really like to make some more connections with medical practitioners, health experts. So that receptionist that you work that works at a medical clinic, or the overworked nurse, or whoever you know, put me in front of them. I've got this great letter from a medical director at Wright Medical Consulting, Dr. Jeff Wright. He said in 2010, I was introduced to Pure Maintenance and their unique proprietary technology. Patients noticed immediate results after this treatment. The treatment denatured mold, biotoxins, and spores, eliminating all more mold growing in their homes. This was a safe and affordable process, and I recommend it every single time to every one of my clients. So that's pretty awesome. You've got mold.
Good morning, everybody. Carlos Watson with Auto Sales. I sell cars, so it's a pretty monotonous business. Every week, if you want to buy one, or if you know someone who wants to sell one, send them my way. But we did have this ideology in the state that by 2030 that we wanted everything to be an EV vehicle, right? Well, that won't happen now. Just yesterday, I found out in Somalia, they found enough fossil fuel to last for about the next 300 years. Turkey will start doing, Turkey will essentially start doing all of the work to get this drawn. I think within the next 20 years or so, we should see a nice influx of availability of barrels of fuel. Hopefully, that translates to us to have better gas prices, which means we can get manufacturing cars again, which all has to do with it. So, you all know anyone who needs a vehicle, wants to sell one, send it to me. I was watching the auto sales, but we said, oh, no.
Is India here because of stuff? No. Senor Josh? Nope. Senor Joe? Not here.
I want to borrow from Misty because she's not here and I want to educate and ask. A lot of people think that if you file a claim, your rate automatically goes up. And that's not the case. If you're in a neighborhood and you don't file a claim at all, but all your neighbors do, guess what? Your insurance rates are going up. And I'm not sure exactly how they calculate it, but it has to do with the value of the property in the area. So that's my educate. My ask is if you know anybody who's worried about their rates going up and they don't want to file a claim, have them call me because certain insurance holders will actually decrease your premium if you pay for the refund in cash. So Joel Wagner with Fraser Roofing. Faith Family.
Hello, everybody. My name is Abby Griffith. I'm the owner and founder over at Clarity Fitness, Georgia's first body positive fitness studio. Today I have a little bit of a different ask specifically for people who are in the health sphere or know people who might be adjacent to the health sphere. We are, every single time a new member signs up, we give everybody new member bags, and they've gotten a little bit paper and promotions heavy, and I would love to feature swag of local businesses that we love. So if y'all have things like chapsticks or fun giveaways that we could add into our new member bags to feature your business, as long as it's somewhat aligned with what we're doing or could be a cool service for our members, I would absolutely love to connect and see if it would be a good fit. Abby Griffith, Clarity Fitness.
You are enough.
I'm not Marty, but I'm close. He's way more fun than I am. And he is, let's see, where is he? Marty from Reach Print Promo and Apparel is in sunny Daytona Beach, where Lindsay lined us up a great vacation. Remember to be looking for events that you see coming up and event planners that you know or come in contact with. They're a great referral for my print promo and apparel. He'll be back next week.
Excellent.
Good morning. Lindsay Sullivan from Rowdy Road Travel Company, travel advisor. Here to make all your dreams come true. Talking about Darth Vader. I'm going to Disney this weekend. And so my mind has been all Disney. I've done a couple of Disney trips this year. So I've been literally looking at the maps. I did the whole Disney training, been questioning what rides are at what park. So that's what I've been doing with my time lately. So if you know anyone going to Disney soon, or you hear anyone talking about wanting to plan for in the fall or anything like that, please, that's my ask this week, is to keep in mind when people talk about Disney or doing a Disney cruise or anything like that with their family, tell them you know someone who knows a lot about Disney.
Excellent.
Good morning, everybody. Richard Morris from Oil and Property Inspections, former residential commercial inspections. So most times when I look at old houses, and great referrals for me are old houses, even ones that people are going to remodel, rebuild, or anything, because those are by far the most interesting things to look at. Because over a long period of time, you can have 4, 5, 6 additions, rooms are changed, everything is different from when it was originally built. I looked at the house yesterday afternoon. First question when the buyer showed up was, I'm only worried about termite damage. Now, I'm not a termite inspector, however, when I go to any sort of property, I look to see if there's any sort of signs there. Well, there was. And you can tell if there's settlement or significant settlement right next to the front door where the siding actually bowed because so much damage was behind that siding, the weight of the front of the house rested down, pushed down a couple, 3 or 4 inches because of that damage present. Great referrals for me. Anybody looking for an old property, I'd love to have an opportunity to look at that. Rick from World Property Inspectors.
Excellent.
Good morning. Ari Bondi, attorney, specializing in estate, corporate law, business, and litigation. One of the taglines I haven't really used here is that I provide big firm services at small firm prices. And this was highlighted recently. I did an acquisition for a BNI member, and he wanted me to write up the documentation, which I did. It was a medium amount, 15, 20, 25 pages, whatever. Charged him X dollars. The seller, who was not represented, decided at some point he needed to get an attorney. And this attorney, this law firm, redid everything, charged him triple what I did, and it ended up still being the same transaction. So this guy paid, I don't know, 15 grand to get the exact same thing as, I had done initially. But he went to a big firm, and of course they need the money too. They need the money more than I do, probably.
Morning, Decatur.
Morning.
All right, what's your back here? My name is Carl. I'm the owner of the Cleaners, and we perform deep cleans, move in, move out cleans, and post-construction cleans. Cleanest, brightest, softest shirt. That said, I can't do anything about the weather. Can't do much about y'all outfits sometimes. But what I can do is help you curate a clean, soft, and inviting space in your homes and in your offices. My ask this week are for introductions to business owners, office managers, and facilities managers who want to work with a cleaning company that cares as much about results as they do about their business. Other guys are cleaners, so fresh, so clean.
JD's not here. Is a sub? Nope. Senor Juan is not here. No sub. All right, Senor Tomas.
Good morning, sales team. My name is Tom Morkey. I'm at the Oak Insurance Group, and I'm the group's business insurance agent. I make sure that your business is compliant with what you need to function as a business without getting hammered by a potential claim or a loss filed against you. A little bit more than that. I've been doing this almost 30 years now, and I'll take a look and make sure you are compliant, but also take a look at the whole picture. Make sure you don't have any gaps in there that we can adjust coverage, move stuff around. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to cost more. A lot of times it can cost less by putting you in the right package, but that's what comes with my expertise when I sit down, take a look at a business, make sure that they're insured correctly. Had a daycare facility I was quoting out. A little bit more than what they're paying now. I said, yeah, but it's the right coverage. What you have now is for an adult daycare, not a child daycare. So that's what you get with Tom at the Oak Insurance Group. Strong as in.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I think I mentioned this last week, but my brain's a little scattered for reasons we'll hear later. But I really enjoy working with Henry's. High earners, not rich yet people. Because I don't have a minimum, and so my business is growing, and they are growing their retirement. We can grow together. So if you know anybody who maybe has talked to a financial advisor who's a little bit further into their practice, but they weren't able to work with them because of a minimum, tell them to come talk to me. I'd love to have a conversation and see if we're a good fit. Madison Martin with Edward Jones.
Stewart's not here. And I did see Sade. Come on in.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I am Charlie Davis. I own the properties and casualty seats with Allstate for our BNI chapter, and I'm here to specialize in homes, autos, condos, renters, etc. Meet anybody that, if you know anybody, excuse me, that needs a review or this, happens to just need insurance. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to do just to make sure that you're properly covered. So remember, it's not always what you pay. When you call me Charlie, I'm here to
Save the day. Excellent. Did we miss any other members that might have come in after? All right, so now we are giving our visitors and guests the opportunity to stand up and tell us your name, your company's name, what is it that you do, what is a good referral. Once again, if you industry overlaps with an industry member, tell us what is your favorite bird, okay? Either fictional or real. So I'm going to start to my right. Senor? Yes.
Gracias. Good morning, not my sales team. My name is Kim, and I'm here to talk to you about the English sparrow. My wife and I are very avid bird watchers. We have bird feeders on all 360 degrees of our property. We love birds of prey. We see amazing things happen out there, life and death every day. But the English sparrow, if you don't know what that is, that's the annoying little bird that runs around your feet in groups when you're at a table outside dining for lunch or dinner. And what I love about them is they're not supposed to be here, but they stick together and they thrive. And I think that this group is doing that. I'm very honored to be here. I appreciate the hospitality on Broad today and the energy. So thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Senor.
Good morning, everybody. Mike Sheehan, your licensed public insurance adjuster. What the heck's that mean? Well, we have a Darth Vader in my industry. This is called the insurance industry. Insurance companies are built to keep their money. And when your property is damaged and you need some money to fix it, they're Darth Vader. So what we do as public adjusters is we quarterback the claim. We do all the documentation. We do all the communication with the Death Star. And we make the Death Star behave itself. So that instead of destroying your planet, you end up with maybe as much as 4 times the amount that they would normally provide, so you don't have to come out of pocket to fix your property damage. Your insurance is designed to bring your property back to pre-loss condition. My clients find that after they pay my fee, there's enough money to fix their damage, and they don't have to pay anything more than their deductible. CYA, it just means call your adjuster.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, scanning, no one behind the plant. Over here. All right. All right. So we do not have a featured speaker today, so we are going to have some one-on-ones. Since I am running solo, make sure you sign in the attendance board. That way you guys get credit. Now we're going to take a little break, but we also want you guys to get together with someone else and perform a one-on-one. So one-on-one is, how we kind of get to know each other better. All right. So we've got a good hard 14 minutes and a half, so we can break. Please take your seats. You can stay where you are or move back. It's up to you guys. I know that you guys are probably in some really intense conversations. All right, so please remember to log in your one-on-one with the person that you had your one-on-one with. Now's the time for our Vice President's report. And so as you can see, this is where we track our metrics. Once again, the important thing is to log in your data. There's a lot of times that stuff that is business is being done, but it's not being updated in the app. But so far in the past 34 weeks, wow, it's been 34 weeks maybe? Okay. We've done about $684,000 in thank you for closed business. Attendance has kind of been a little sketchy so far, so please make sure to get a sub if you can. But yep, we've got some CEUs done as well as some one-on-ones, first-time visitors, and referrals given. I can't hit this hard enough as far as making sure that you enter in your CEUs, one-to-ones, to stay in good standing. Perform your CEUs, have one-on-ones, attend the meetings, and sub. If you can't attend the meeting, have your sub, like Art did. Art did a great job with the subs. Give a referral, bring and invite visitors. So the speaker rotation is Senor Carlos Watson is next week. So I can't remember who you said to bring, but who would you like for people to invite?
For the most part, I would like underwriters.
Okay.
I need people who I can get to be able to close out deals for me, and then insurance agents.
Okay.
People from Turkey.
Then after that, on the 12th, we have Mike Ogney. Who did you want to bring?
Just pack the place. Just bring somebody.
Just kidnap someone, right? Kidnap, we'll bring him here. I like it. All right, then after that we have Sade, then Amelia. We'll go over who we want them to bring in the next couple of weeks. And we do have a holiday on July 3rd. Let's see. Q3 dues are due, so please make sure you submit your payment. That's in order for us to have this space and lovely coffee and other items. All right, now's our I Have section for referrals and testimonials. This is the part where we're going to stand up and talk about our contribution to the team this week. If you do not have anything, we at least want you to give a testimonial to someone here. So right now, I'm going to say, start to my left, Stephen Bentley.
I had a referral for Misty, a loan, potential loan, HELOC. So hopefully it worked out.
Great.
I had referrals from Josh.
Excellent.
My referral to Tom and working on a trip for Abby and Marty's on a trip to book and yeah.
Excellent.
Well, guys, I encounter a lot of people, so if I start sending them and they don't fall through, just remember, it is not my fault, but I will send them in the basket.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Closed business, JD looked at a couple properties. Side agent, thank you so much. She came over to our house, besides my missus, and she loved it.
Oh, excellent.
Excellent.
And Señorita? Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait.
I'm looping back around.
So I have a testimonial for Dr. Jake. I said that even her trainer commented to me like, you had great PT video. So,
Nice, very good, very good. That's what I like to hear.
I'm going to stay on the glowing reviews for athletes and potential and Dr. Jake's team. My husband has been going and absolutely loves it. He is so much less whiny. I think that that really is worth everything.
I love it, Sorry.
I was looking for a for the interview, and I sent you something. I sent some referrals over, and working on some, and I wrote a one also.
Excellent. Senator Jordan?
Yeah, those things, and then I had a nice little tour of Aaron's office the other evening and a chat with Eddie that was very fun.
Oh, awesome.
We'll let you whine.
Great. Senator Fenta, I know you're new to the group, but we will definitely get you included and everything. Senor?
Yeah, well, apparently my Death Star should just be whiny husbands.
It's a good target.
What's that?
It's a good target.
That's right, yeah.
After we learn?
That's right, yeah, I guess they don't have to, just whiny dudes. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for the referrals, obviously, that means a lot. And then I have a referral for Inspector Rick. One of my patients was, she's looking at buying an old house, and I actually love having Rick in my pocket because I always talk to people when they're like buying a house, like, do you have an inspector? Like, yeah. I'm like, is it your insurance agent's inspector or your real estate agent's inspector? They're like, yeah. I'm like, you probably get third party. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah.
Very good, very good.
Thank you to Lindsay. Called this afternoon.
Excellent. And we're going to loop around to Senor Carl.
Wishes. Favorite bird I want on the record, Scrooge McDuck.
I like it.
I don't know if I can give a testimonial to someone's personality.
Sure.
But weather was not great. I was in a really weird mood this morning, but 10 minutes with Abby and
Abby has a tendency. Abby's infectious.
I'm honored. Big thank you for close business to Bronwyn. We've been training together for about 3 years now, so she's the best even from Colorado.
Nice. Very good. Senator Madison.
Yeah, here's the update I was talking about. So, I do have a villain in my story. He's complex though, because he was out of town taking care of his mother, who had a fall. But since he was out of town, he didn't realize his toilet was leaking, and it leaked into his apartment, or his condo, my condo, another neighbor's condo, and another neighbor's condo. So, that's what I spent my Memorial Day weekend doing. So, I've already referred myself to Stuart, Mike, and Josh, and you, Mike, I probably need to talk to. One of my neighbors, you.
You need me most. All of y'all.
Yes, there's 4 of us, so I've been telling my neighbors about all of you. Tony, or my neighbor Tony, Charday, I told her about you because she said she was worried about her premium going up. And then she's also going to go see Stuart, and then the guy that's out of town, he and I haven't talked yet, but assume that we will also talk to all of you. Yeah, so lots of referrals.
Thank you. And then I forgot to mention that visitors, when it gets to you, if you have a testimonial or referral, great, but if you don't, tell us what you liked about the meetings. Senor? Go ahead.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
I was going to give a shout out to Art. So Art has done 2 or 3
Ish.
Yeah, 2 or 3-ish mortgages in my family, and everybody's always just real happy because they're a work of art. There it goes.
I like it. Senor Ben?
I have a referral for Tom. I sent my wife to Sade because she always complains that she can't find a masseuse that will go hard enough on her. She did not have that complaint with Sade. She came back to the house and looked like she got the crap beat out of her. So she's had a shoulder issue for a long time and said that this was the first time that it actually felt quite a bit better. So I think I'm next. You can kick the crap out.
Excellent.
A big thank you for, I think, close business from Art. It's actually going to be my newest expert for Decatur and Melbourne. So he's done writing and content and publications before. So very excited to have him on board. and very excited to have Ms. Abby as my cover for June. And I got a couple of referrals I'm working on for his family. And it's great.
Excellent.
So, except my family, I got some hoodies and like, oh, it's the softest thing. So now you may see them around with my family. Glad to be your new expert. Bagwell did excellent on closings that I was not able to be at last week, and then that I was yesterday. In fact, we said we'd see each other this morning, so I don't know where the hell he is. Rick, did you get a call from Joe Nocera yesterday?
Yeah.
All right, Lower guy. I referred him to you, and then there's a new real estate office that opened up on Main Street, a buddy of mine, and we sat there and he complained that like all get out about Bank of America and opening up the business accounts there. So I'll connect him to Misty, which will be great. And then we were supposed to have a CE class for real estate agents, and all of my team in here is sponsored. We're all on board, but we only had like 12 people to show up, so I did, which is fine. So we canceled. But I just really appreciate all you that come out and support all the things I do.
Well, glad to be back. A couple things going on next week. I've got to babysit another BNI group, Flowery Branch. I'm not sure why, but they want me to go. So anyway, but I'll be here all summer, hopefully network and do more one-on-ones. I was happy to see Kim, who I represented in several projects back in the 2010s.
Earlier days.
Earlier in the century. Anyway, he would be a good addition to our group if that works out.
I referred my mother to him, so there's my referral.
That's very good. Very good. Very good. All right. Referrals?
Yeah, I'll give another referral to Dr. Jake. Went over to this space maybe a month ago. Great space, very impressive team. Wouldn't hesitate for a moment to refer something over to you.
Thank you. Excellent. Anything else?
I had a good one-on-one with Ben yesterday. Found out that talked with him. I may have a potential referral for him, and I gave him opening.
Excellent.
Two things. Referred my wife to Dr. Jake. They're doing some cool stuff to get her back mobile and everything. Testimonial to REA. I was the guy he was obliquely referring to. I know Alicia had mentioned that we had made an acquisition in DeKalb County. REA kind of guided us through that, cleared everything, this guy blew everything up, and more importantly, REA took the time to deal with the other attorney shenanigans. So if you ever need any advice, guidance, or anything, he is a man, can't say enough about it.
Excellent. Do you have anything?
Yeah, I have a one-on-one plan for later today.
Okay, good. Very good. All right. Oh, and I got a referral from Marty, and I'm working with him with some patches and other swag. All right. VP's referral reality check. I don't have the stuff, but is anybody want to speak about a referral that they recently received? Like once, twice? All right, we're going to. All right, this week's Ivan Award, Senor Richard. Who you got?
Well, I listened very well to everyone, took notes, which I don't typically do, but this particular person, always on time, always very well prepared, always speaks very confidently. She almost lost it at that whiny husband thing. Even though it wasn't related to Aaron, of course.
Excellent. All right. Good job. We don't have a featured presenter, so we don't have any door prizes today. All right, any special announcements? Anyone would like to know?
Yeah, I do. So I haven't talked about it. There's always something, but I love having y'all's smiley faces come to my shows June 13th at Moonshadow. If you want a party in Tucker. Last time we did it about 6 months ago. It was posted occupancy of 94 people, and we sold 216 tickets. So it was packed. So Friday, I think it's a Saturday. I don't know. It's June 13th. Would love to have. I'll put it in Slack.
Excellent. Yes.
What time? 8 o'clock.
I do have an event that I'm doing this Saturday. It's a vendor event in Decatur. And I will be doing tip-based only massage, mini massages. So if you'd like to come out and support the event, it is on my personal Facebook, my business Facebook, my Instagram, all that. Touch Therapy Co. on all social media.
Excellent. Any other announcements?
Yeah, no, I forgot to say it in my 60 second. Horizon Windows is still open. It's just me that I don't have the time to manage it. But we're finding someone to manage it, and the business is still open. So if you find anyone, any need for windows and doors, let me know. Save my number and give me a shout out. Arvin.
Okay, excellent. All right, BNI has tons of support once you become a member, as we push every week. So if you go to bniatl.com, click on the little calendar, you're going to see all of their little webinars and their little workshop series. So really highly encourage you all to attend those. So next steps for visitors is we encourage everyone to fill out an application. Membership committee will review, interview, and if approved, you submit your membership payment, and then you'll be inducted to the chapter, as you saw we did today with Señorita Penta. At this time, we'd like the visitors to join the visitors host, but I think he's already submitted an application, and
Yeah.
you already belong to other groups or something like that?
Yeah.
So, okay. How can we bribe you or get you to come in? You don't have to answer me.
You don't have time for that answer.
All right, our closing quote is, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much," by Helen Keller. And how did we finish so early? That's amazing. This is the fastest we've ever had. Yeah, maybe because we had that many recruits.
Superior leadership.
Is that a good thing or bad? All right, guys, thank you guys for coming. This is concluding our meeting. You guys, let's do some deals.